Welcome to the Crewcast, the Crew's live podcast about video games and all things crew. Join us and many of your favorite crew members as we review games, talk about the new Crew series, answer your questions, and much more. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of the Crewcast.
Welcome to episode 21 of the Crewcast for the 24th of October 2013. Today we are joined by Belboz, Piper Bunny, Sarah, Danny, Gizmo Extra and myself. Now let's get straight to the news.
All right, now before we get to the news, I just want to congratulate Gizmo on his win at the Masters tournament. Kudos, Gizmo. Kudos.
I don't get it.
But anyway, our first news segment has to do with DayZ. And some people have noticed, there's a lot of guys out there on the internet, particularly Reddit followers, who like to look at the Steam database and look for things. And they've noticed that there's an entry in the Steam database for DayZ. They've also noticed that there's a server entry for DayZ, but that one has been removed. So people are speculating that this might be signs that DayZ is imminent, and we're talking standalone. What do you guys think?
Yay! But in the article it does say it's like pushing it alpha, so that's going to be a while. I don't think we'll have access to alpha, will we? We'll just have to wait.
That's what you're going to be getting. It's going to be just like with Arma 3. It's going to be the alpha.
Oh, yeah. Yay! Oh, that's really cool.
People have had standalone already, like...
Testers.
Few people. Yeah, testers have had standalone already.
Oh, okay. But that is good news, though. That means his month, he's been silent, it's coming to an end.
He's been a good boy and he's been working on his homework.
Working hard.
And working on his coursework.
So I guess this is a sign that the network bubble might have been conquered finally. And that was one of the big sticky points. And again, that was old DayZ Arma. When you play on the game, no matter where you are on the map, if somebody fires a shot, you're notified of it. You might not hear it, but you're notified of it. That's why, when we played DayZ early on, I don't know how many of you remember, the bug where you could hear somebody reload no matter where they were on the map.
Yeah.
It was real annoying. But it was because every single thing was sent to all players. The network bubble creates like a bubble around you that says, I only want to receive messages about things that are near me, that can affect me. I don't care about anything else. By doing that, you save a lot of network traffic. It takes loads off the servers, loads off the client. So it sounds like that hopefully is being conquered. The negative is just really how close are we to the alpha. This doesn't mean that it's days away, weeks away. It could, but it very well could be that we're not going to see it even this year still. It just could be that they've put the entry in. They've already been using Steam for it, so I'm not really sure how big of a deal this is. So, hopefully it's close. I'd love to see it come out here, before December and come out, but I'm guessing if we're lucky it'll be out in November, but who knows? It might be a Christmas present.
I'm excited.
All right, next up, Killing Floor has another Halloween event. What do you guys... I know we played it last night. Any comments?
I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, I like it.
It was really good.
I just wish there was a skin to get by the achievements. That's my only disappointment. Everything else, I think the map is really cool. They look really cool.
I was actually on last night. So when you say there's no skin, is this the repeat of the chicken skin then? Because that's what
you can get the
Danny's been after. Yeah.
Some achievements that were older achievements are back, and then of course there's new achievements for the new map. I will say I liked the map, but I thought either it was really easy. We recorded playing it, and usually when we play Killing Floor and we go, even with just 6 of us, when we go through 10 waves and reach the Patriarch and all that, it's usually like an hour and a half, hour and 10 or 15. We actually ran through the whole thing in like 45 minutes.
Ooh. So you're either getting super duper good at it, or the map's really, really easy.
I don't know if in the fixes and changes, if they've like dumbed it down a little bit. It just seemed easier. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's just that the map's not really that hardcore. Uh, there seemed like there was the place we were at didn't seem like a traditional place that you would normally hang out. Some of those places where we can close a door, and have only a few limited paths. We were at a spot where there was like 5 different ways that mobs could come at us, but we pretty much mowed through it. I enjoyed it. I'm hoping the objective mode is more fun, but I thought normal was way too, I hate to say it, easy.
I think the main issue with the two main issues with the new map is the first one is, I don't know if it's just me, but when I played the new map, everything seems to spawn in smaller groups as far as mobs are concerned. Because I remember, like, obviously before the update, they used to spawn in like groups of 6 to like 10. But when I was playing it, this morning, and I play it on Suicidal, and I wasn't getting more than groups of 5 at the most. So I don't know if that's a thing. Plus, with that map, there's tons of corners. Like, the map is literally just tons of like corners. You can go in so many routes. It's just a case of it's very difficult to get hit by any area of effect damage from, say, husks and sirens and stuff like that, because there's so many stuff blocking.
Well, I'm assuming that your guys' silence means that no one else has too much else to say about it. I mean, we all like Killing Floor. We always enjoy it. It's kind of like our go-to old game. For me, I've kind of gotten tired of playing it like we used to all the time.
Yeah.
So I only seem to want to play it like when there's a new map or new items maybe that we want to try, or, live stream for first-person shooters, or just the random game now and then. I don't play it as much as we used to. But I like that they're still putting out content.
Yeah, I think as a group we've put in like so many hours. It must be like 1,000 hours more between us all. Yeah, it's got to be that. So I mean, you can definitely tell like it's a game that you can just jump into and just play, rather than like, oh, Daisy, like you have to like gear up and get stuff. It's a game that you can get into and just shoot basically. Did we mention the new tab thing?
Oh yeah.
What new tab?
Yeah, that's really cool. When like go in a shop, you can quickly click on a tab. So like say medics for medic guns, berserker weapons. That's really, really cool. I love
section. Is that for all maps then?
It's yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's at the trader. It's not
at the trader.
Related. Yeah. It's just when you're in the trader.
Okay. Oh, that's really good.
That's really, really good. That's really handy for critics. So I find that before I kind of panicked when I went to the shop. So I was like, "Oh, where's the medic gun? Where's the medic gun? Give me money!" But now I just have to get money and click on the medic thing and get it.
It's also very easy to change your class by accident and get killed.
Yeah.
Yes, and also run into a door and get trapped.
Oh.
We're joking. In the game, Giz changed his class at one point. Didn't realize he did it. Thought he was a medic, threw a grenade to heal himself, and blew himself up.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Oh, that's got to be a top moment.
And the other thing was just we saw one of the trader rooms. You know how sometimes the trader has multiple entryways in when it opens. I think it was me, Danny, and Giz went in the same way, and all 3 of us got stuck, and we couldn't get to the trader. We couldn't get out until the doors closed. So literally, the 3 of us were stuck, not able to buy any armor or weapons or anything, and then had to just wait until the timer ran out and it ejected us. But we survived. We didn't actually die after that. So that's why I thought it was kind of easy, and it's just like maybe we shouldn't be playing normal anymore.
Yeah, I think we need to rank up to hard, maybe.
But we're
Big
really happy.
Now.
Yeah, we're really happy with the content additions. We always like playing it. We have to try the objective mode next. We're probably going to try to stream and record that one. We were going to do that with just the map itself, but we had some technical difficulties with Twitch. So anyway, let's move on. All right, so next up, Giz has a tale of a fake GTA 5 PC download.
Yeah, so on some like torrent sites, GTA 5 was supposedly leaked on PC. So a lot of pirates had downloaded it, and obviously it's not out on PC. So this was a fake download. So it was actually like 18 gigabytes of viruses and malware that people downloaded. Yeah. So word spread very quickly about this. So yeah, if you are thinking of downloading GTA 5 PC, don't do it. Just don't do it. Just wait for it.
It's really gotten out of hand, a lot of things. I remember, I've been using computers since really they were personal computers, back in the early 80s, late 70s when they first started really taking hold. And there was a lot of piracy, and companies would do copy protection and different things. But now what you're seeing is a ton of the pirated files that are out there for anything, because there's people who try to pirate Photoshop, who try to pirate games. So many of those things are littered with viruses and spyware and things. So you really have to be careful. And then also, just like when you go to Minecraft sites, I don't know how many times we've had people message, or at least I've received messages, people trying to download a map. I think we even had a person on our forum want to know where to go to download Minecraft maps safely. And you might think, well, what's the big deal? Go to Minecraft forum, go to, Planet Minecraft. And that's true, but almost all the times when you download somebody's map, they use a file hosting site that shows ads and then generates revenue for them. And almost every one of those download sites always makes it really hard to find the download button. And what looks like download buttons are things that download spyware or garbage on your computer. I mean, it's really tough in general, but to make an 18 gigabyte file full of viruses, that's just, it's the ultimate internet troll move.
Yeah, it really, like, that's just, oh dear. I mean, obviously a lot of people are getting frustrated, like wanting GTA 5 to come on PC, but just be patient. It will come. It will come eventually.
And when it does come out, it'll probably end up on the Pirate Bay and everything, all the other sites. And, people will try to download it instead of buying it. But if you're going to do those kind of things, I mean, you're taking your own chances. But I hope you got good spyware and virus tools loaded. But we do not encourage piracy.
Nope.
No.
All right, so that's all of the main news. Now we're going to move on to crew news. We're going to keep this one a little bit shorter, but we have our theme build server has been up, and at the time you see this, it is just getting shut down to prepare for the next theme build. So we're finishing up here with the Halloween build. There's a lot of great builds. But I don't know, Piper, if you want to talk any about the theme server and how it's gone and anything about it.
Well, it's been really popular. We've had to add more diamond mats, which is great. We've met loads of people on there. I've had many conversations with people. It's been amazing. There's some really interesting builds as well.
Yeah. Some fantastic builds.
Yeah,
and thankfully, nobody's done anything inappropriate. Touch wood, fingers crossed, do not do it, because you will be banned, just to clarify that, not just from that server, but from all our servers. And so we're very impressed by that. We've had a few issues, voting issues and other things, which have been resolved. So yeah, it's working, and we've got loads of people on, and the server's brilliant, and yeah, I don't know what else to say, really. Any of you guys want to say anything?
I personally have had a really good time. I think it's really cool, like seeing everyone build and seeing like loads of people's different styles of building, like because everyone's is different, and that's like really cool. And flying around and seeing like all the different types of builds is just really great.
Copyright.
I'm so sorry. I was gonna stop, but I couldn't.
Some of the things that we've, I want people to know about this. We'll probably do a video highlighting the theme build server, probably just the start of when I show off the builds. Normally Piper's going to be doing this series, but this week she's going to be gone, so I will be doing it. But a couple of the changes that I've made is I set it where you can do a set home and then slash home. So if you find your empty mat, go somewhere on like the corner of it or near it and do slash set home. That way, no matter where you go, you can type slash home to get back to your build. You can also type /spawn to go back to the main spawn area. This is important because it is a very large number of mats, and we've had a ton of people go, I cannot find my build. So once you find your spot, set home. Now also, we've had some people who have been trying the old trick of, hey, Gizmo, Masters tournament winner, trust me and I'll help you build. And then what happens is...
I'm not Phil Mickelson. I'm Paul McGann, the 8th Doctor.
You're the Masters tournament winner. So, don't trust anyone that you don't trust. If you find somebody who says, hey, trust me, I'll help you build. We had one guy who was just going around asking people to trust him, and he killed 2 builds of these 2 people. Mario luckily contacted me. We have tools on to roll back, and I was able to go to these people's builds and say, remove any changes made by this user, the person who was trolling, and it put it back to the way it belongs. So don't trust people unless you know them, and if for any reason you don't think that you should be trusting somebody, maybe you see they're up to something, untrust them, then it'll protect your build. If somebody would damage your build and you've spent a lot of time on it, your best bet is to get hold of a crew member so that they can let me know and I can get on and try to roll it back for you. In most cases, we should be able to. If it's a minor destruction, you just want to repair it yourself, fine. But if something really major would go wrong, we can roll it back. So all the people who have attempted the grief, we've actually been able to just roll back the changes and everything's good. So, haha to the griefer.
Lol.
People are really enjoying it. What we're going to do is, normally I would shut it down Friday at 3 p.m. So that way you have a full week to build. I'm going to let it run till Saturday at 3 p.m. because since I'm doing the video here locally, I can put it up quicker. But normally what will happen is we'll shut it down on Friday at 3 p.m. And then I'll back it up so people can download it and look at all the builds themselves. But I'm going to then wipe the world. It'll go back to fresh diamond mats. No claims. All the spots that you claimed are now open for anybody else. The new theme will be mentioned in the spawn area and in the video also. And then when you log in, you'll just claim a new spot and start building. And you'll have until the following Friday. So we're going to try to do it weekly. We'll see how it goes. If it looks like it's too long or not too long, people need more time, maybe we'll go for 2 weeks, but we'll see.
I was going to say too long. Maybe we should have like daily.
No. Then
one
you're
problem,
doing the video.
Every hour.
One problem I have noticed, and we haven't addressed how we want to handle it, I've seen some people who have claimed plots and then never done anything.
Yes.
I think we're going to start keeping track of that somewhat. If people make claims in the middle areas where all the prime real estate is, if you don't build, we're going to keep note of it. And if it happens a couple times, we're probably just going to take your ability away to build. You'll be banned or whatever. Because we don't want to just have areas that, are prime real estate right near spawn and nothing ever gets built. So if you're going to build, build. If you're not, don't. So, but I'm really pleased with all the support we've got. Everybody seems to really like the idea, and it's lots of great builds. It's going to be almost impossible to decide who to show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll help you with that.
All right, our last crew topic, Minecon. Now, we're a week away from Minecon when this episode airs. Our next crewcast will air while we're at Minecon. So again, for those who don't know, some crew will be at Minecon this year. We're hoping the following year it's in Europe so we can have all the crew there. But obviously we have to wait to see. So it's going to be coming up here shortly, and there'll be 3 of the crew from Europe flying to Florida, and then meeting with myself, Lizzie, and Mrs. Boss. We will be doing some live camera footage, so you're going to get to see some crew people, and we're going to do some reports from the show and maybe just some videos with the crew from Europe, kind of getting their taste of America, their taste of Florida, and other experiences that maybe are Minecon and not Minecon. So it should be a lot of fun. I wish we could bring everybody, but sadly, A, it's expensive. B, it's impossible to get Minecon tickets. I mean, I was amazed I got 6. Which is all you could buy in one pick. I really didn't think I was going to get any after the first day. I got lucky on day 2, tried again on day 3, couldn't even get through. So it's insane, and I think it'll even be crazier next year.
Well, I hope they do it differently next year. I hope it's more fair. And
I don't know how you can make it more fair.
Well, I know, but
I mean, if you've got a show that could, I mean, the only way to make it fair would be to have tons more tickets, because
That's impossible, yeah.
If you got 30,000 people that want to go to a convention and you've only got 3,000 tickets, it's going to be crazy. And I think the number was even higher than that. I wouldn't doubt that you had 6-digit numbers, people trying to get tickets for 3,000 tickets or whatever it was.
So we were really, really lucky.
Yeah, I mean, it was a miracle that we got the tickets that I got, and I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun. I really feel bad. I mean, obviously, like I said, financially, it would have been impossible to get everybody there. So in one sense, the popularity helped us. But there's also the difficulty of, if I can bring 3 crew members across, I can't bring 4 or 5 others. And that's disappointing.
Yeah.
Made the sky cry.
Should stop on a sec.
So it'll be fun, it'll be interesting, and we're looking forward to it, and hopefully next year we can get everybody there, and hopefully it'll be like, say, in the UK, somewhere in Europe, but hopefully the UK or whatever, and we definitely will do everything we can to make sure everybody's there.
Yeah.
All right, main topic. Now, we're weeks away from Minecon, and we're 2-3 weeks away from the start of the next-gen consoles coming out. So the Xbox and the PS4, Xbox One, PS4 are going to be hitting. Obviously, the Wii U is already out. We've got a dark horse, if you will, the Steam console in the mix. So my question to all of you, who do you think is going to win the next-gen console war, and why?
I'm kind of rooting for. Stop it. I'm kind of rooting for them to both get a completely 50-50 money back thing, profit, so that people stop having console wars, so that they can both live in harmony. But if I had to choose a side, I'd say PS4. Sorry.
Okay, Piper.
GBR.
Okay, Sarah.
I honestly wish that they could all win, to be honest, instead of all the console fights and stuff. Everybody should be at peace with each other instead of fighting over which one's better, really.
Okay. Danny, what do you think?
It's a tough one, because some of the features of the PS4 look really good, and obviously I'm an Xbox fanboy, but I think just because I'm loyal to Xbox, I think Xbox will win the console war as it is.
Okay. Extra?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Xbox too, just because it always seems to have the better online experience. Now, obviously, I haven't played the Xbox One or the PS4 yet, but at least that's usually the pattern. The Xbox's online is usually really good. Plus, well, the Xbox has Fable, so I don't care if the Xbox is $2,000, I'm still buying it.
Okay. Alicia.
Well, to be completely fair, I'm not really a console person. So, I mean, I haven't really read into them much, but I kind of want Xbox to win in a way. I think I have played on both types of consoles, and I do prefer the Xbox to PlayStations, but I think you can't really say until it actually happens. I don't think. I think it's completely 50-50 at the moment. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm on the Xbox.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Well, I'm a PC gamer as well, so that's a bit difficult. But I've been raised on PlayStation, so I'm actually going to go with the PlayStation. I'm going to be loyal to what I know.
Actually, I've changed my mind. Wii U.
No, boo.
Yeah.
Well, for me, what I would love to see win, but it's not. But I think it's revolutionary what it's trying to do. I would love to see the Steam console take off.
Ooh. Ooh.
Because you're bringing the PC gaming world to the TV. You're also getting away from Windows because they're pushing Linux. I mean, you can use Windows on it, but it's going to come with Linux, and Linux is free, so the cost can be cheaper, and it's a direct. That's why Steam is on Linux now for people who run Linux on Steam or with Steam. Um, so I think that's very interesting. I don't think it'll take, but I hope it does. Now, when it comes to the actual consoles, the big three, I don't think anyone really thinks Nintendo has a shot.
Yeah.
Nintendo,
I think they're dying out.
Nintendo is going to always be able to cater to their market with their titles. But I think eventually they'll hit the Sega route with like Dreamcast and give up and then just start putting their titles on the other two and PC. But I think that's a long way off.
But Zelda on PC.
They're not going to win. I think, in honesty, the two consoles, the PS4 and the Xbox One, are going to stay relatively equal. I don't think one's going to be a big winner over the other. If I had to pick who I would want to win, it would be the Xbox One because I just think it has better titles, it has better technology. The features that it has with the Kinect being built in with the servers, the cloud that they're going to have that's already operational because Microsoft already has a ton of cloud services like Amazon. I just think it's going to be a better system. And I think when you compare a 360 to a PS3 interface is junk. It is so ugly. It's just such a mess. But the 360 interface is nice, and the Xbox One interface that I've seen looks really nice. Sony has yet to prove that they can actually make a decent user interface for a console. But the Xbox is so much about online and community, and they have such a lead. I mean, the PS3, the Sony's services for online are horrible, and they're trying to fix all that, and I think they'll fix it, but I don't think they can ever catch up with Microsoft. The community, the gamers, achievements, and just the way they're going to start trying to rank people. I think that Xbox is just going to destroy on that. But I don't think it's enough to make one a clear winner over the other. But I would love to see Microsoft win it. But we'll know, in maybe 6 months from now after these, well, maybe after the holidays, we'll address this topic and see what reports have been on sales.
Be interesting.
All right, so let's talk deals of the week. And we got two. They're both 75% off, and they're both on Steam. One of them is a title we talked about earlier, Killing Floor, which I believe is $4.99 US. It's probably two or three pounds or whatever in euros, who knows. The other title is Mass Effect 2, 75% off. Awesome. You can get Mass Effect 1 at 75% off also. So Killing Floor, if you don't have it, great time to buy it right now. And of course, if you don't have the Mass Effect series, part 1 and 2, get them on Steam. Great, great titles.
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely would say if you're a big fan of ours and you've got the money, you might want to get Killing Floor while it's cheap because we do tend to play it quite a lot during our live stream things.
Yeah.
Mass Effect is awesome.
I can't think of a single game that we've played that has got so much money to value than Killing Floor has.
Yeah, it's always that one that we always say, put so many hours in. It's just a game you can jump into. It's really fun. We can play with other people.
And it's challenging, and there's a bit of strategy involved with it. And
yeah, I really hope that they come up with a sequel though, that when you can play as the enemies, the specimens. That would be really cool.
Really?
So fingers crossed.
Is that in the plans of doing?
Well, no,
there's a sequel has been hinted, but nothing has ever been hinted about what Giz is saying.
I hope.
Okay.
It's my wish. And more females, obviously, if I prefer you.
Yes, yeah, that's what I would love. Okay, yes, we do have a female character, but I did have to spend money to get
Two
that female
female
character.
characters.
We've got
And
2
now we're
girls that can
just
voice act.
You
Or
didn't have to
3.
spend money to get the one.
Characters.
yeah, but now we've got recently, well, over the summer, they introduced another female character. You had to like unlock it, and it took ages. Whereas there's like
Wasn't that
what
bad?
Ages. You did
10,
it. We did it in one sitting.
2. I went on before with Danny to get all the other little ones that I hadn't got before. But like it's a lot of work. And then there's like about 10, 20, no, 20 is an exaggeration, but there's a lot more male characters which were free from the start. So yeah, but
Piper
Ash
was not
is
around.
amazing.
Piper wasn't
started on a
around
rant.
when we did the chicken and Santa.
No,
So
I was not.
those were very painful for us because we were very new. I thought helping Piper get the one female was like a piece of cake for us.
Yeah, can you remember the chicken thing, Buzz? Like, I camped out the open server thing with some random really good players. Like, I was playing for hours and hours and hours. I finally got the chicken skin by completing it, so I camped it again. I think Buzz wanted to get it, and like I was camping it. Buzz went AFK for a little bit, and I was in the game. We were winning. I was like, Buzz, we're winning. Buzz, where are you? Buzz, come here, come back, Buzz, come back. And I think you got there just in time, didn't you?
Yeah. So I mean, we've pretty much, I think all of us have always unlocked whatever we can. I think Piper really didn't have any incentive to unlock the male stuff, so she never took part in it.
I don't want to be a chicken running around being stupid like Gizmo.
I've unlocked all those things, but I never use them. I always just go with the guy with his rave skeleton outfit on.
Chicken guy is my guy.
I have to say, Mario does look quite cool in the Santa outfit.
A couple little things on Killing Floor here too, real quick. We do run a Killing Floor server, and a lot of our fans get on our Mumble server, and go on to the Killing Floor server and play. And sometimes the crew even get on there randomly and play, and fans come on with us.
Yeah.
And lastly, Killing Floor and Mass Effect 2 are probably rated mature, so if you're younger and you want these games, check with your parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, our last segment before we're done here, your questions. So as always, look at the description of the video. There's a link to where you can fill out a form to submit your questions. You can submit them as just a text question you type in the form, or instead of typing your question, you can link to your video where you have a video on YouTube, on your Dropbox, an audio file on Dropbox or on SoundCloud or whatever, link to it. We've had some people who link to stuff and they make the video private on YouTube and I can't see it. Or they make it unlisted and give me a link, which works. That's what we want. Don't make it a public video. Make it unlisted. I've also had some people who have linked them improperly. Somebody tried to just give us a question this week and the link is to some bogus link, so I can't even find the video. So make sure you link it correctly. But regardless, send us your questions. We love your questions, and we'll try to get to them. So first up, we have an interesting question. And it's from Ellie. And Ellie asks, are Piper and Giz in a relationship?
Yes, we've been in a relationship. We've been married for 6 years.
Mwah!
God, no, like why? Every single video, it's either me, mostly me, or sometimes it's like Danny. It's ridiculous, or me and Danny, like even maybe I don't know.
Everybody seems to want to pair me up with either Giz or Danny. It's like when I was doing the tree survival, it was Gizmo, not Gizmo, sorry, are Piper and Danny in a relationship? And then like randomly on other videos, it's like Gizmo.
I have noticed that a lot of people want to know, like, if you fancy somebody. It's, I think Piper, they're trying to matchmake you. So hey.
Lucky Piper.
Like you're like a big sister to me, or like a little sister at times. To be honest.
Marriage applications are still open.
Forgot we have the marriage applications. Let's not go there.
So I guess the easiest way to answer this to Ellie is no, they are not.
No.
Piper is in no relationship with nobody in the crew. So we can safely say that. And as far as I know, no crew are in any relationship with anyone in the crew. Closest that we could get to that would be I'm married to Mrs. Spellboss.
Aww.
Next we should tell them.
What?
Moving on. Next question, Buzz.
All right. Next up comes a question from MSM Shark 29. And he wants to know, what do you think is a good PC that will run Feed the Beast in Minecraft with little to no lag, with a price range of $600 to $700 without building one?
Ooh.
So he said dollars. So right there, we know, like, not from the UK, so Danny can't give his recommendation for where he got his PC. To be honest, that's a decent price range. If it was me, I would just look at like a Dell, maybe a Compaq or HP. Just look for any name brand. I mean, Dell, I like the Dells, but I mean, look for a decent, just normal system that's maybe around the $500 to $600 price range. And the only thing you want to make sure of is if it doesn't have like an NVIDIA or an ATI discrete like graphics card, not on board. You don't want onboard stuff. Even if it's NVIDIA or ATI on board, it's always kind of better to get an external graphic card, that plugs into one of the PCIe slots. What I would do is if that $500-$600 Dell, say, doesn't have the discrete graphics card, add it or buy it after the fact. You can buy them for like $100, $120 and get a decent one. And that computer is going to run Feed the Beast. It's going to run Minecraft. It's going to play Killing Floor. It's going to run most games that are out there. And it'll run it decently. So you can definitely do it in that price range. Most important thing is just you want that discrete graphics card. I like NVIDIA the best, but ATI does make good cards too. So, but it'd be definitely, I mean, I would just look at a system that's around that $600 range and then just add a graphics card yourself if it doesn't come as an addable option. Dell and a lot of the companies will allow you to like go into configurators and like add things. And if it lets you just add the graphics card, just go ahead and add it. All right, last question. Henry008 asks, could you do a live stream for Europe? Like it would be streamed when there's a day on Europe. I missed the whole live stream last time because it was streamed when I was sleeping. And you guys are all from Europe, so you probably have a better handle on the timing.
Well, we can't really do that because like it would rule Buzz out completely because it would be like his early morning to early evening, if that's the early afternoon, midday. And to be honest, like I have a full-time job, so I'm not even in the house at that point. I mean, even if it's the weekend, I work Saturdays and Sundays I'm at my parents' house. So to do that for me would ruin like my day. It would take up completely my day. I don't know about for everybody else. But like, we've all got plans, we've all got lives, and to do it in the evening is a lot easier for us. Plus, if we do it in the evening, like 6 to 8 p.m. UK time, then we fit in with Buzz because Buzz can do it, in his afternoon, and then we can catch most of America, and then later on in the stream, if we go to like midnight UK time, then we get the west coast of America who have just woken up, and then they get to watch it too, or it's come to the end of their afternoon. Time zones are very confusing, but like our evening is the best time to do it. So UK evening is the best time to do it for us because we can fit America in, we can fit Europe in. Australia has always been difficult because there's like 12 hours difference between us and Australia. Like if we did it 8 p.m., it would be, I think there's like 12 hours. So it's like between 9 and 12 hours, I think. So it'd be like early morning for them, but then they'll be able to watch it in the morning, especially if it's at the weekend, then they can fit it in like, if they're not doing anything that weekend. So it's just like, it's really hard to please everybody. And we have started doing live streams at different times. Like when we did 24 hours, you can't go wrong with that because everybody can see that at some point, but it wasn't really good for us to do 24 hours, but for our like 6 to 8 hour live streams that we're doing at the moment once a month, it's good to do it in the evening because then we can catch most people. And I think that's pretty much everything why we do it in the evening.
So anyway, that wraps up episode 21 of the Crewcast. If you guys want to say goodbye, we will head out.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching the Crewcast. We hope you tune in again next time. Compact.